Okay, we're going to do something a little bit different today. I am actually on the river treasure hunting today, and I thought to myself, you know what, this would be an excellent day to show everybody the gear that I use when I'm out here. Now, what I have done is I've come over here to the bank, we're semi-private, and I'm actually stripped down buck naked right now, but you're not going to see that unless a Sam Squanch gets me and someone finds this camera and posts it on YouTube. Don't do it. Mrs. Aquachigger probably wouldn't like that. So, but I'm going to show you the gear. I have it over here on a log, and this is exactly what I would have when I go river treasure hunting, looking for sunglasses and GoPros and stuff, because that's what I'm doing right now. I couldn't like go get good stuff out of the house. It was nice and pretty. This is exactly what I use. What I did is I set everything out on the log. Again, I am as naked as a jaybird. And I'll show you exactly what I use and why. And I have everything I need today. First, let's start with the mask and snorkel. You need a mask and snorkel so you can see underwater. Well, the mask and the snorkel so you can breathe underwater. This is I believe it's a Krusty Mask, and I'll post a link to this setup right here in the video description, an Amazon link to where you can buy this. They're like 40 bucks. I really like them because they're very soft. It's a well-made mask. I often bring a GoPro, and the mount that I have on my mask is something I did myself. I just glued that on there. I don't like GoPros a whole lot because I don't understand them very well. In fact, I started filming this with this GoPro and it turned off after a couple minutes. So, well, I'm going to go ahead and do it with the Olympus, which I'm going to show you using the GoPro. So, alright, so we got the mask and snorkel. You have to have a mask so you can see underwater. Gloves. I always wear gloves, but sometimes when you see me, I do not have them on because I need dexterity to work the camera. Get good gloves. If you look at these are made with Dyneema. Dyneema is just like Kevlar. These are cut proof. You could take a sharp piece of glass and try to cut that, or a knife, and you can't cut these things. It's really, really tough to cut them. You can puncture them with needles or very sharp things, but you can't cut them. These are great gloves. A fan on YouTube actually sent me a box of these. They're used ones that they had, and they're awesome. I'm using them all summer. Boots. I highly recommend boots, or at least something that's going to protect your ankles, because you will bounce and up against rocks, and you'll hit rocks and stuff like that. So you need some ankle protection. These are actually Army boots. These are, I think, the Desert Combat boots, because they have the drains right here. And I like boots with drains because if you don't and you just have leather, they fill up with water and it sloshes around all day long, and it's very, very annoying. But these drain out right away. You can see on the bottom I actually made some cleats, and I put the little cleats on. I like these because they grab the rock so that when I'm trying to scoot around and stuff, they don't slip as much. The ones on the front have actually come off. They wore off. These broke right here. I'll show you how I do this. If you want to see it sometime, let me know in the video description. Certain do's and don'ts for this kind of thing, but they can be very helpful. You can see the toes are completely gone. By the way, this is the second season for these boots, which is unheard of for me. I usually go through one pair of boots every season, but the Army Combat boots, you can buy them used some places. These are actually used. Cost like 20 bucks. You can see even the shoelaces are shot. So, but it doesn't matter because I wear 4 pairs of socks. One pair of socks, of course, just normally, and the other one you put on over top, and you roll it down over the boot, and it keeps your shoelaces from coming untied. I highly recommend that. You can see these socks have holes in them, and I probably should have not worn this one today, but I go through maybe 4 or 5 pairs of socks every season. I don't even wash my stuff, by the way. I just put it on a clothesline to dry every day when I come off the river. T-shirt. This is my ChiggsArmy t-shirt. You should get one. And it's holding up reasonably well. I've worn this all summer. It's got a couple little holes in it. That's probably from rocks and stuff grabbing it. But I like to wear a t-shirt because I can take my camera that well, I don't know if I showed it to you or not, but if I haven't, you're going to see it in a minute. And I actually put the camera down my neck between the t-shirt and my body. That way I can feel that I always have it, and it's easy to get to. I always know it's right there. I can pull it out. If I put it in my shorts pockets or anything like that, a lot of times that will fly out and you won't even know it, and you'll be going down the river and it'll be bouncing around behind you. So I like to put it here so that I always know where it is and I don't have to worry about it banging off of rocks. Shorts. I usually wear shorts. I like to have something to kind of, you can at least take the pockets and tamp them down like that, because if they're completely open like this, they collect water and they billow and stuff, and it's just kind of a pain. But I usually wear shorts. I always wear underwear on the river. Now, I go commando a lot, but not on the water, because in the river there are many, many insects that like to bite you. And when you're looking for river treasure and you're going along and you're picking up rocks and stuff, there's all kinds of little insects that float up and they go down and they get under your clothes and they pinch. You know, they're not going to kill you or anything, but they really, really hurt. Even the little ones. So I always wear underwear, which is tastefully hidden right there. Today I have on a shorty wetsuit. I don't normally wear shorty wetsuits until it gets colder, and it's kind of cool now. It's September. Today's probably about 80, but there's a little bit of a breeze. The water's cooling down, so I'll wear a shorty wetsuit. You can wear these all year long, and it can be a good thing because it protects you from the rocks, bouncing against the rocks and stuff like that, and the sharpness and the sharp things. This is a really old one. I've had that probably 10-15 years. Digging bag. This is a digging bag that I actually made. This is made from some type of fabric that they use on construction sites for drainage, so that sediment doesn't roll out everywhere. I think. I'm not even positive on that. And I just kind of stitched together with different things. These are zip ties. And I just made a zip tie bag. This was just a really quick project. I made it just to see if it would work, and it worked great. And this is my second season. I've never had a digging bag the last 2 seasons. Always use something that the water can drain out. Now inside the digging bag, I put my little goodie container. This is that plastic container, and I think I have a video on how I make this. And make sure that it is attached in such a way that when you go underwater, it doesn't float out and disappear. So that goes inside my digging bag. My digging bag is attached to a dive belt. This is a belt that divers would wear. These pockets are actually made to put lead weights in, but you can put other things in them too. I put my gloves in here. I used to carry my camera right here. That's the case, but I've discovered that putting it in the shirt is actually much better for me. Extra carabiner, good luck charm. That's my Bart. I found him on the river many, many years ago. He's missing an arm. This carabiner is actually here so that I can take my digging bag when I don't have much stuff in it, roll it up, tie it off with a carabiner, and it just makes a little small bag, and it's not banging around on my leg a lot. Camera that I use. This is an Olympus TG. I think this is a 3, but I also have a 4. I'm not sure which one this is, but it's an Olympus camera, Olympus Tough. I keep the strap on it here, and I put a bungee on it with something that will go over my neck. Okay, so I put this over my neck. This is an old bungee cord that I just kind of rearranged so that it has some give and take when I pull on it. And then I can take this camera and I can drop it down inside my t-shirt so it doesn't flop around and get away. Because if you put it in your pocket of your pants, or even this thing over here, it will come out. It often comes out. So I put it up against my body where I can feel it. I know I have not lost it, and it's easy to find. So that's all that is. This just goes around my neck. I'm going to go ahead and get dressed and get back on the river before anybody sees me. And before oh, that was a stink bug. Oh, did you see it fly off? I just rubbed it, and it stinks terrible right now. I can get back in the river. I thought it was a fly because there's tons of biting flies out here. Hope it made sense to you. If you want to see anything in particular, in more detail, inanimate objects, let me know, and I'll make a video for you this winter when things slow down, and show you how I made it, or again why I use it. Gotta go. Really stinks. I'm gonna get in the river. I think I figured the GoPro out. I just needed to change how long it would run before it would turn off. I'll put it to never or always. This is what I would look like fully dressed. I have my mask and snorkel. I would have 2 gloves, though I only have 1 on now because I'm using the camera. This is how I wear the camera. I got it strapped around my neck. I got it in my shirt so I can pull it out very easily, and it's on this little bungee so that I have plenty of play and plenty of room to use it. And I actually just drop it all the way down inside. I can feel it against me. I know I'm not going to lose it down there. I have my digging bag on. Everything's strapped up, ready to go. This needs to go inside. So I'll drop that back to the inside. And what else? Oh, shoes and boots. You see how I have the socks up like this, and then I have one rolled over the laces. That keeps the laces from coming untied. I need to replace these boots. I really shouldn't be wearing them now, but I only have about another 2 weeks in the water, and I'll be done, so then I can just throw them away and start over again. These have lasted me 2 years, so they were very, very good investment. And I think that's about it. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm not nude anymore, so you're not going to get to see that video. Okay, we'll see you next time.